Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's Fleener's Saints going up against Gates' Chargers. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Raymond Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Mission Valley area of beautiful San Diego, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the San Diego Chargers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out comes the San Diego team that finished the season at 5-11. Phillip Rivers, he led the NFL in a bad stat. Interceptions thrown. Second time in his career that he's thrown at least 20 interceptions. Now, look, he's had a great career, but a little wild with the football this season.
A little wild with the football, I think in large part because he's trying to create plays that maybe just weren't there. Remember, Keenan Allen, his top receiver, went down early in the season. Can you name the rest of the guys? That's where it got tough for him. I thought Tyrell Williams did a nice job stepping in, but all in all, he didn't have Antonio Gates for an entire season. Give Phillip Rivers those weapons around him. I think we'll see the Phillip Rivers of old one more time.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field. I know an injury knocked Melvin Gordon out of the last couple of games, so he missed his opportunity to get to 1,000 yards. But does the injury hurt more, or just the fact he didn't get that 1,000 yards?
Yeah, he was on pace for it, obviously. But coming into the season, people were saying this is going to be a good year for him, and we're going to see a bright Melvin Gordon in the future. We saw glimpses of it.
They restructured their offense in order to give him better opportunities, and he took advantage of it.
Scary. He's only 23, folks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. This offense has talent, and certainly Keenan Allen, he has a lot of talent.
And he plays so hard each and every week. He's a guy who demands the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. To throw is Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense. Still 2nd down.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing, Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Nick Fairley's a former #1 draft pick that when you get the best of him, you get elite play at the defensive tackle position.
To the air again here, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Charles trotting out now the NFL leader in passing yardage this season. A lot of people just assumed it was Matt Ryan, but no, it was Drew Brees as the Saints take the field. 5,208 yards, his fifth time throwing for over 5,000 in a season.
Isn't he the only one who's thrown for over 5,000 yards more than once in an NFL season? So he's made that his benchmark, which tells you about his excellence. Absolutely unbelievable what he gets done, how they run offense in New Orleans. They've got to support him with better defense. If they improve there, they're a playoff team.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 63 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Into the red zone, it's Brees. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe. Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And this is complete. It's Allen. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it? And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And his kick is right through. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Oh, what a move. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter down, 10-7 our score, and we'll come back to San Diego after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. He's got time. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Breeze going to throw. Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. Travis Benjamin, deep for San Diego. Returning, it's Benjamin. And an alley to run. Kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Hurry up! Hey! Block 15! Hey!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
All right, it's gear shift time. NFC Championship preview with Charles Davis. Atlanta, the surprise team. What a year they've had. Can they win another one? They are at home. Can they beat Green Bay?
They certainly can because they have every possible weapon on offense. They can run it. They can throw it. The tight end is a factor, and their quarterback playing is...
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
On play action, it's Breeze. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. To throw is Breeze. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's 2nd down.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarvis Bird. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best defenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chargers right now have a time of possession advantage, but it has not led them to taking control of this game. The Saints, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. They have it at the 44-yard line. He'll scramble away and take off here. He would pick up 17 yards and then duck out of bounds. But they end up coming away with just 3 on the drive. Saints lined up at the 15. The catch in traffic made by Cooks. And that goes as a 15-yard touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Chargers on offense. First quarter winding down. Quick pass is complete. And the pass and catch will end up going for 61 yards. Chargers now later on the drive. Williams got the catch in traffic. And a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. They go ahead by 3.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe
Ingram churning. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 34 yards. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9, from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
That was a really nice play to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level.
Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense. Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This is caught. It's Cooks. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So 2nd and 10 here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, the hit pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. 3rd down here.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up with one back. That's Ingram. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 41 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
Are we back on the playground on the seesaw?
A little seesaw battle,
right?
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. What a game we've watched here.
It's been fun. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarris Byrd. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he cuts it right. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 49 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rivers. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Rivers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but...
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other."
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarvis Bird. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. So out come the Chargers. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Rivers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. One receiver left, that's Allen. Throwing, Rivers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things, because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from San Diego.